I just want to start this episode with a story. There was a day a lady walked to my consulting room. Well, it's 19 years. She was like, I've missed my menses for 2 weeks and I don't know what to do. It's not every time a lady misses her menses that she's pregnant. That's what I want us all to know. So, what should you do when you miss your menses? What should a lady do when she misses her menses? And that's what we are going to talk about today. So when you miss your menses, there are several causes. We say that some are physiological. It means that it's a phenomena in the body that's making you miss your menses. And then others are pathological. It means that there's a disease entity that's making you miss your menses. So today we are going to focus on the physiological bits. Maybe on another day we'll talk about the pathological causes of missing your menses. So when you miss your menses as a lady, for a sexually active person, the first thing that comes to mind is pregnancy. Am I pregnant? You may be pregnant, you may not be pregnant. So the first thing to do is to do a pregnancy test to check whether there's a pregnancy or not. That's if you are sexually active. Because if you are not sexually active, you are not likely to get pregnant. And there's nothing to get you pregnant. So you do a pregnancy test to check if you are pregnant. Now, if you do the test, I'm sure most of us know how to interpret the pregnancy test. The pregnancy test has two lines that will show. So if there's one that has a C and there's one that has a T, so the C is the control and the T is whether the test is positive or not. So at all times, the C will show. And then if the T also shows, that means that there's a pregnancy. There are times that the T will show as a very faint line. Now, when it happens like that, it could be that it's still very early in the pregnancy. So that's why it's showing like that. So you may have to repeat the test on other days or on subsequent times to be sure that there's actually a pregnancy. Now, after doing a pregnancy test and finding out that it is positive, that does not confirm a pregnancy. For any medical person, you know that pregnancy is confirmed by a scan. So that is the only time you'll be able to tell whether you are pregnant and whether the pregnancy is at a normal location or not. So on other episodes, I'm going to share with us what are the normal locations of a pregnancy and what are the abnormal locations of a pregnancy. So when you are pregnant, from the test kit you are using, the home test kit you use, the next thing is to do a scan. Now let me just say something quick about the scan. The scan in the early days may not be able to pick a pregnancy as the scan would describe it, but may pick something like maybe your endometrium, that's the lining of your womb, has become thick. Usually in the early days, that's what will show. But subsequently, when a scan is done, it will be able to tell that there's actually a pregnancy inside the womb. So in the early days of the pregnancy, you won't be able to tell from the scan. But after about a week or two, when you repeat the scan, it should be able to tell you something. Now, the scan will be able to tell you where the pregnancy is located. Sometimes, depending on where the pregnancy has reached, it can tell you how far you have gone in the pregnancy. So a scan is what confirms that there is a normal pregnancy. The pregnancies that are not normal are the ones that are not located inside the womb. Any pregnancy that is normal comes or grows inside the womb. The baby will grow inside your womb. So if you have your baby growing elsewhere outside the womb, that's not a normal pregnancy, and that becomes an emergency which needs to be attended to. So when you miss your menses, that is the commonest cause, pregnancy. There are times that women will also miss their menses and it's not pregnancy. It's not any problem too. I have to say that. I will explain that on subsequent episodes. Sometimes you will miss your menses, but you may not be pregnant and it may not be any pathological problem. So when it happens like that, we look at a lot of things. Sometimes even stress can make you miss your menses. Change of environment and a lot of things can also make you miss your menses. So when you miss your menses, do the first thing. Check whether you are pregnant. If there's no pregnancy, see a doctor. Let the person assess you and look for other causes of missing your menses. Some can be dangerous. Some of the causes of missing your menses can be dangerous. So do not take it for granted. Whenever you miss your menses, after checking and it's negative, the pregnancy test is negative, please consult your doctor. Let him check. Maybe there could be other more dangerous causes of you missing your menses. If they assess and then there's nothing, there's no problem, then you're good to go. Yeah, so that is where I'm going to end today's episode. I would encourage you to subscribe, share, and like this video. Share it with everyone. Encourage others to come here, because I'm going to be bringing you loads and loads of videos and education on pregnancy, things, experiences in pregnancy. There are episodes I'm going to share with us our menses, the woman's cycle, so that you know when you are fertile, when you are not fertile, when you can get pregnant, when you cannot get pregnant, and all that. So stay tuned. Make sure you are subscribing, you are liking, you are sharing, and help others to also join. Voila. Thank you.